everyone. I'm glad that you're here with us today. I have an exciting guest. My nephew is here with us, the AirFryKing. Hey, and he's going to be teaching us today or working with us, giving us some ideas on how to use the air fryer. He knows his auntie needs that desperately. And he's also going to be showing us, giving us some idea tips on uh, how we can make some healthy food. He has some great ideas, and we're going to allow him to just as some say, chat it up with us and show us some different ways. My name is Leslie Montgomery, and
Marquise Elena Walker.
Marquise Delano Walker. And I want to say welcome this evening to LKM Kingdom Living, Leslie's Lessons Learned. And as you know, during the week, we try to do things where people are getting some type of health tips, some type of health tips. I'm on the wrong page. So that's why we're here today, and we're going to continue it. I've had people on from talking about exercise to talk about eating right. I've had uh, Janice on, which is a practitioner as well in nutrition, and she was telling us some healthy salads and things like that to eat. So today we have Rick on with us, and he's going to be talking to us about some healthy ways we can maintain even over the holidays. And I see he has some good stuff back there. I see a lot of colorful stuff. That's exciting that he's about to share with us. So, Rick, tell us a little bit about yourself. And thank you for always being in agreement when I ask you to do something. I appreciate that so much.
Oh, well, it's my pleasure. And, anytime you ask, like I said, I can't turn you down. So thank you for the opportunity just to be able to share just the story, the journey, and how things are going. So, like Aniel said, Leslie Montgomery, I'm the Air Fry King. And people are wondering probably where did that come from? So back in 2016, I was 311 pounds and I had a host of health issues. And the other thing was my wife also, who's not here, who was part of Team Child, and that she'll tell everybody she's the better half and I'm the other half, and I'm the Air Fry King again. So back in 2016, I was 311 pounds and I had a whole host of health issues that went along with it, was weight related. So my wife and I started on this journey, a weight loss journey. And one day she mentioned to me about an air fryer. I had no clue about air fryer, anything. So, and I wasn't a cooking person. I was an eating person. That's how I got to 311 pounds, but I wasn't a cooking person.
Now, that's the
So
part that amazes me.
oh yeah, most definitely. And it interested me, so I started researching. So at the time, I went on to Amazon, went on and looked to see what an air fryer was. Started researching. So one of the best things that I liked about the air fryer was it could make food crispy without oil. So most of my food that put me at 311 pounds was deep fried stuff. So now I've got something that can make food crispy. And to be honest with you, my focus probably would have went off if it wasn't for the air fryer.
Right.
Because if anybody knows, when you're on a health journey, when you're on a weight loss journey, most of your foods are not going to be fried. Most of your foods are not going to be crispy.
Right.
And for me, it's not about taste, but it's about texture. So this was like right up my alley. So I couldn't wait. I jumped on, ordered me an air fryer, got it home, started working with it. And this is in the midst of us on this weight loss journey. At that point in time, I probably had lost maybe 10, 15 pounds on the journey. But then after going through and understanding that the menu that they were giving us to use, I could utilize my air fryer to cook a lot of things. So one of the things was whiting. So I love fish, but again, if you're on a weight loss journey, it's
One of
not
the
going to be
things
fried
was,
fish.
I'm sorry, one of the things was what?
Was whiting,
Oh,
whiting
whitings.
fish. Yep,
Yeah,
whiting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that was one of the fish that was on the list for our journey. And what I liked about it was that I could utilize it in the air fryer. So that was just one of the things. but it was a number of different things. And like I said, for me, my happy place, and I didn't know this in the beginning, but I know it now, was cooking and creating. So I'm a natural artist, and it just went from paper to the cooking utensils, to the air fryer, to the stove, to the microwave, whatever you want to call it now. And as I'm known now at home as I'm the head of nutrition for Team Childs. So I
Okay.
do all the cooking, mostly all the clean, all the shopping. I do, a number of things in regards to our nutrition because for me, and I'll just jump back to 2016 and the 311 pounds. So my wife and I together lost 188 pounds in 7 months. And people, when you tell them that, and I lost 122 of that in 7 months.
That's a
And when you
lot.
tell people that, I know it's a lot. That's a person. I don't know how much Marquise weighed, but that's like Marquise plus some.
Right.
So losing that much weight, people don't realize and understand that all you have to do most of the time in anything is be consistent.
Right.
So we were consistent, we were eating clean, we were working out consistently, and these things added up and allowed us to be able to lose that amount of weight in that period of time. And I'm gonna give you another kicker was when somebody says that it is too late, it's never too late because I lost 122 pounds at the age of 53. So doing that, the journey's never too late. You just have to set your mind, in what you want to do.
And
So
that's
just
that's what I was getting ready to say because talking loud, I always use this saying, James Brown saying, talking loud, it ain't saying nothing.
hmm
Action speaks louder than words. And we can talk a big game, but when it comes to actually being consistent and doing it, it's a whole nother thing. Now your other camera did go out again.
oh, okay, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we'll just go ahead and let that go, and I'll deal with the for this first view. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah. So the air fryer. This is 6 years plus of air frying for me and my family. And see, air frying basically is what we do each and every day, probably 20 times a day, and I'm just
Wow.
guessing. From morning to night,
And
and
that's
we
because you
utilize
guys
it.
are heating
hmm
up stuff and cooking
Yes.
stuff at the same time, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, all
Mhm.
of that. So, and the thing is, like I was telling you earlier, if we have it sitting on our stove and we only use half of our stove when we needed to do something different, but it was because we were using so much, we really didn't even need our microwave. We didn't use our oven that much either. We food prep, so that's when those utensils come into place. But air frying is the majority of what we do. And again, like I said, I was able to air fry and still lose that amount of weight. So there's a lot of like with everything, there's a lot of good benefits and there's a lot of negative benefits. And one of the things I'll say with the air fryer is that I want to not only talk about what it can do, but what you should do with it. And
Oh, okay.
safety is definitely first and foremost. So I highly recommend, and this is all educational that I'm giving everybody, still follow your manual because all air fryers have different settings, different temperatures, and different things that you may not understand, but read your manual, look at it and see, because some of the things I may share with you are things that I know will work and will happen. But again, like I said, you still have to follow because the warranty, the safety, and all of that. So as an electrician by trade, one of the most important things to me is understanding how the electrical part of my air fryer works, make sure the cord is good so that there's no nicks, there's no places in the cord is heating up. Also, too, with an air fryer, it's a lot of high heat and a lot of hot air coming out of it. So make sure where you put it is in a good ventilated place. So if you look at the back of my air fryer, you look on the back, on my backwash, I have a piece of barbecue mat.
Oh,
So that
okay.
allows the heat to hit that mat and not the backsplash.
Oh,
So
okay.
and then it's in a good space. And even
Right.
on the bottom of my air fryer, I also have barbecue mat. So
Okay.
those are some of the things that you have to, take into account when you have your air fryer. You can't just sit on your counter and let it go. because again, you got to look at the safety part of it, and then also too, you got to keep in mind. I don't recommend it because this is what we do, but just having it on the sitting it on the stove. I've heard other people, forget and turn the eyelid on, and next thing you know, you got an issue. We know it's there; it's been there for years, so we don't use that side. So that's another thing. So some of the things you may see are tricks of the trade. But what I'll tell people is you can only take a shortcut, a hack, a trick when you know how to do it the right way. When
Okay.
you know how to do it the right way, then you can do certain things. And that only comes with experience, knowing what's going to work and not work.
So yeah, so me personally,
Mhm. This-
I did not know anything about it, and one day I went to use it, and Ashley was like, "Mom, you got to pull it out from the wall and stuff, and make sure there's nothing around it." And
mhm.
then I was trying to heat up something that was crisp when it came out, and that's been a couple of times. But I've never really wanted to. I was never really interested in it, and then when I was hearing you guys talk about it, I said, "Well, let me try it." Yeah, I have not effectively learned how to use one yet. So any tips you give today would be much appreciated.
Oh, most definitely. So one of the recipes I'm gonna do today is something quick and easy, and it also has some great health benefits, and it will allow you to. So if you got a sweet tooth, it will allow you to be able to satisfy that sweet tooth. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do sweet potatoes and apples. So there's a number of different ways that you can do it. There's a number of different ways I do it, and it's based on either time or size, and just if I just want something real quick. And there's going to be some variations, different tools and stuff that I'll share with you. So right now, as you can see in the picture, I'm gonna step out a little bit. So you see our main air fryer that we use every day. This is our everyday one, and then we also have which is called a foodie. So if anybody
So
wants
wait a
to
minute,
know,
because you had three different type.
yeah, I have three different types, but they're all by the same manufacturer.
Okay.
So I'll share that, information why I have what I have. So the main air fryer is what it is. It's an air fryer, but it has different cooking styles and within that air fryer or different temperatures for different cooking. But then also we have which is called a foodie, and it's all the air fryers or foodies that we own are made by Ninja. There's just a brand that I recommend and I like and have utilized over the years. And when I first started, there wasn't a lot of air fryers out there, but there's a lot of them on the market, and I'm sure there's a lot of good ones. But for me, the Ninja has quality, price point, and clean, and those are some of the things that I look for, and I recommend to people when they're looking for an air fryer.
Yeah,
So,
one of
and
the things I saw,
mhm,
to be careful with what kind you get, like aluminum, or I'm saying aluminum, but there's different types that are good and are not good. Uh,
mhm,
as far as when you go to one, I'm trying to remember.
okay.
It was like some type of thermal that's good. I don't remember, but I did see that, and I was looking into that the best kind to buy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go off a screen so they can see what you're doing, and
Okay.
I'll be here to talk.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So, yeah, exactly what you were just saying that there has been, and I don't know if it's been recent, but there has been some scrutiny as far as some of the manufacturers that are making these air fryers. And
Hmm.
so basically what it comes down to is what kind of materials, what kind of coating, some of the
Right.
things that are being utilized on it, because you got to keep in mind that the average temperature for air fryer is 400 degrees.
Oh,
So
is it?
now yeah, and it's a number of different temperature settings, but an air fryer is an air fryer because of the temperature and the heat that comes from an air fryer can cause a chemical reaction if it's not sealed right, if it's not the right metal. And that's the bad thing about when you have something that becomes popular. You have a lot of manufacturers that will jump on the bandwagon, will put things together with cheap products, cheap QC, which is quality control, and put it out on the market, and then wait for the backlash, then wait for all the bad news to come that comes with it. So again, you're going to have the good and you're going to have the bad with anything out there, any product that comes out, and you have to make the best decision for you. Do your reviews, check, and just do your due diligence when it comes to any purchases that you make. Because again, your food is going to be in there, it's going to be in that environment, and you don't want something that's going to cause you to be sick or something like that. So
Yeah.
but that's just a little something there.
So one
So
quick question.
sure.
When you go to heat up your food, it shouldn't be on 400 then.
Well, you should preheat your air fryer before you cook anything, and the reason for that is you want a good even cooking. You want the heating element to be at a certain temperature. If you put your food in and then you start it from there, then you're
Uh-huh.
starting from zero temperature of cooking. Then the
Okay.
cooking temperature has to build up, which means that you're probably going to burn the outside of your food quicker than the inside. So
Yes,
that's what some
sir.
people may run into.
So
So and what
how long do
mhm.
you let it heat up?
Yeah.
So generally I would do three minutes
Oh,
to
okay.
preheat it. Yeah, just do a quick 3 minutes to preheat
Uh-huh.
on 400, and just do it like that. So that way it's already heated up and it's good, and ready to go. So that way, once you put your food in, then you're already at that temperature
Okay.
and you can utilize that. And if you're not sure on that, one of the things I use is a digital thermometer.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, so I use that to, check my food and all of that, especially my poultry, any of my meat, fish, stuff like that. So I
Ah,
utilize that.
okay.
Okay.
So while you
Yeah.
get, just let me welcome everybody that's here. I want to thank them for
Okay.
joining us, and
Yeah.
we are with the Air Fry King today, Rik Childs, and he's giving us tips and telling us healthy ways to cook with the air fryer. I want to say just for a moment, if you would hit the like sign, subscribe, and share, I would appreciate it so much. And Rik is also, he'll tell you how to get in touch with him. I did put his air fry link in the description, but he's going to give you more information as we go on. Thank you. Okay,
Oh,
Rik.
you're very welcome. Hey, Alfreda. Who else we had out there? Adrian. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? So, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started because I know we only got an hour. So right now, like I said, what we're gonna do is sweet potatoes and apples, and that's like one of my favorites, and there's different variations. So I'm gonna show y'all a quick, easy way, or I'm gonna show you the way that I ain't got time to be sitting up cutting up stuff. So that's the method I'm gonna show y'all. So one of the things I like to do, so right now for this recipe is normally to start out with two sweet potatoes and two apples. And the apples of choice for me is
Yeah.
Gala apples. They're just sweet enough, but not too sweet.
Okay.
So I'll utilize those. The sweet potatoes have enough sweet in them for me to be able to utilize that. Then the seasoning that I use on it adds even more. So not only am I looking for the sweetness, but I'm also looking for the nutrition. Yes, that might be a word, y'all. So I'm
Eh?
looking for that to be able not to add too much to it. And if I really want to get jazzy, I even may add some dates to it. But I'm not going to show y'all that
Oh, okay.
recipe because y'all going to have to come check it out. So, but
Okay.
here's something I use. So another thing too that I use in the air fryer that these sweet potatoes and apples in is a silicone pan that
Yeah, I
will set
see
in.
that.
So
And
I got a lot of tools, I got a lot of utensils, and I'll share some of those things with you. And then Frida, I know you're on there. Don't go out there buying all this stuff. Call me first, Frida, okay? Because you might not need it. So, but and I just noticed that I got a lot of this stuff too. But yeah, so you can use that in there, and I like using it because it'll contain everything and it's easy cleanup.
okay.
So Okay, so that's one part of it.
So you know
So we're
what? The
gonna.
other day I wanted something sweet, so I got a
Mhm.
pear, some apples, and sweet potatoes. But I didn't put them in the air fryer. I put them on top of the stove and let them
Uh-huh.
cook down and simmer. And I
Okay.
ate that. I think I put some cinnamon or something in it, and I ate that because I had a taste for something sweet. So when you said
Mhm.
that, that made me think about it. But now I'm going to learn how to do it in the air fryer. Cool.
Uh-huh. Oh, most definitely. And I'm glad you said it because you just reminded me. I have a what is called a hot fruit series. So sweet potatoes and apples ain't the only thing that goes in the air fryer here at Team Child. So we're
Okay.
getting ready to do sweet potatoes and the apples. So the apples are already cut up. Sweet
Okay.
potatoes, like I said, when I want to do something quick, fast, in a hurry, and I ain't got that time to be cutting up stuff,
Uh
this
huh.
is what I'll utilize. So I'll get some frozen sweet potatoes, and this is what you have right here.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll do the frozen sweet potatoes
Mm-hmm.
and put that stuff in there. So what we're gonna do, something else. I'm gonna give y'all some more tips and tricks and some hacks. So I love going to the dollar store and I get these aluminum pans. These fit
Uh-huh.
perfectly in your air fryer, and this is what we're gonna use for our recipe. Also, you have the inserts that you can use, and we use these a lot because a lot of times you can just cook everything in your air fryer and pick it up and go. So safety
Yeah.
tip, you can
The
do it
other
in the
day
air
when I was in
fryer.
the store, I seen they had the air fryer linings. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, wow. It was like a silicone or something, and they're
Oh
lining
yeah,
that you could put the food and stuff on. So I was
yeah,
like, oh,
and
that's interesting.
yeah. So they have a lot of stuff, but also
So is
too,
that foil? You can put foil in there?
yeah. But just make sure that it's oven safe. So anything that's oven safe, you can utilize. So
Oh,
even like
okay.
with what I had the sweet potatoes here, they actually I have them in what's called a ramekin,
Yeah.
and you can put those in the air fryer. So if I want to do like a small serving, then
Yeah.
I'll utilize one of these, and then I go in and get everything done. It's easy cleanup, easy serving size, and everything is good to go.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's just some of the things that I'll do with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my sweet potatoes in. Go ahead and put it in my pan. Also, my apples. I'm gonna go ahead and put my apples in.
Somebody
And
got
like,
in the comment, if you bring another tool or seasoning in this house.
hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you like this, Aniel. I should be, I should be getting sponsorship for all these different companies because I've been utilizing them for 6 years plus. So, but yeah,
Do
I'm gonna
they know
share
you
that with y'all.
utilizing?
What's that?
You need to be doing some shows and show their products. They'll send you stuff if they see that you really use it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, most definitely. And one of them is called Flavor God. If y'all haven't tried Flavor God, this is something that was recommended to Tiff and I when we started our weight loss journey back in 2016. And what
Uh-huh.
I love about the Flavor God, and I know you got it, Frida, so you ain't got to go out and buy this one. But this is like my favorite, and this is called buttery cinnamon. So if
Hmm.
you don't have Flavor God, then you can use cinnamon. You can use some brown sugar if you want, but just keep in mind again as far as the calories and stuff that's added. So with Flavor God,
Hmm.
because of the 0 calories and stuff that it has, but it's still a good taste. And then the other great thing that I love about it is that it's a big size. If you don't know about some of the other seasonings you may get,
Where
some of them
can
are
you get
generally
it at?
small. Flavorgod.com. Yeah,
Mhm.
flavorgod.com. And Tip almost threw me out the house because I got every flavor of Flavor God that you could think of. And it
Really?
was coming in regularly. But it's such a great seasoning. And again, we were able to lose 188 pounds using this seasoning, air frying, and all of the good stuff. And it's such a great tool to use. So this is something that I use. Is really the only was three things that I use for this recipe. And basic, and it'll be the Flavor God buttery cinnamon,
Uh-huh.
the apples, sweet potatoes, and my other favorite that we utilize all day, every day is grape seed oil.
Okay.
So yeah, we use grape seed oil. So also with the air fryer, you got to keep in mind that there's a low smoke point with air fryers. So you got to be careful with the type of oils that you use. and use it limited. So an air fryer was
Which,
created so you don't have to use oil.
oh, I was going to
And I
say.
don't use a lot of it, but I
Uh-huh.
utilize it for different reasons.
Okay.
And I'll share that with you. So for us, one thing that I love about the grapeseed oil is the consistency of it. Because we don't do a lot of butter or very little butter, if we do any, the grapeseed oil gives us that consistency like olive oil, but not with the olive oil taste.
Ah.
So, for instance, I can use this, the benefit of the omegas that comes from it, and what is it, inflammatory. So, it's a lot of uses for grapeseed oil that we utilize it for, and those are the two oils that we utilize is olive oil and grapeseed oil. So what I'm gonna do here is, and I use a spray bottle. So also, I highly
Oh.
recommend not
Uh-huh.
using the aerosol in
Uh-huh.
your, because there's a lot of aerosol sprays, and the manufacturers will tell you not to use it. And I know a
Really?
lot of people that still use it, and the
Yeah.
reason is you have a protective coating for the heat that's on your air fryer. So you start using that oil that has some type of chemical or aerosol component, it can start breaking that down with combination of the heat. So just keep that in mind. Those things that you're heating up in your
Uh-huh.
air fryer, if you're utilizing aerosol oil sprays, is going to be in your food. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So,
And
but
yeah, the stuff
that
I
this,
heard that
this
they're made with is not good either.
no, no, no.
Hey, Nikki,
So
I see Nikki says she has a Bobby Brown, Bobby Brown seasonings. I never heard of
uh,
them.
Bobby Brown, I ain't never heard of him either. Is that a new addition seasoning?
I don't know.
I don't know. They in seasoning now. You got to shout out on that one, Nikki. I don't know. I ain't never heard that. So, but don't be cruel. No, let me stop. So but so as you can see, I've got my mixture here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some grapeseed oil. And the reason why I do that is, and I hit it with a light spray, is so when I put my seasoning on it, because see, this is the quick, fast, easy way that I do it. Another way I'll show you, and it's not going to be today, but what you can do is you can put it in a mixing bowl and mix it up, stir it up with your seasonings
Oh
and oil,
yeah,
if you decide to do that. But
yeah.
for me, like I said, I ain't got time for that. So I'm doing this right here. I'm
See, that
spraying
would
it
be
in
me.
here that's me because like I said, a lot of times you just want to get in and get out, and that's what this does. So I just coated it with that, not a whole lot of oil. And see, the other thing that's beautiful about it is I can put this in the air fryer, not a microwave, in the air fryer, but you can't put foil in the air fryer. I mean, excuse me, in a microwave, but you
Uh,
can in the air fryer.
they said move.
So
Your wife said move back so they can see what you're doing.
oh, I forgot my station
The
manager.
one
She's
that's
not
told me
here
she'll
with
be
me right
sleeping.
now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just I'm hogging up the screen and the mic. So, but yeah, so this is it right here. And what I'll do is I'm gonna add the seasoning, the flavor guide to it.
Hmm.
So again, this is flavor guide, and I have measurements for everything that I do. But when I'm cooking for me, because I know this and I feel it, it's a feeling for me. So and this is a saying, y'all better not take it now. I um I cook by color and I season by shape. So one of the things that I
Wait,
like to
wait. You
do,
cook by color
mhm,
and you
and I season
season by what?
by shape.
That's what I thought you said. Okay.
Yeah, and that's a T-shirt. So y'all already heard it. It's
Ah,
already a T-shirt. It's already done,
I
and then we
like
give you
that.
another one.
Okay.
Everything tastes good on 400. That's a T-shirt and a mug.
Oh, yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
So if y'all want to get the apparel, and y'all can see the Air Fry King, it's
The
already got the
AirFryKing.
logo down on it. So all right.
You
So
you
what we're gonna
sell
do
you
is,
sell aprons too?
yeah, all that's on our is actually on our Team Childs dot
Uh-huh.
store website. So that's so some of the things that I just said, you can go on there and you can see apron, mug. We'll put some more stuff on there, but it's also on there along with some of our other products that I bring in a minute. But so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna season. So I'm seasoning by shake. Like I said, if not, I would utilize my measuring tools, which generally might be like a tablespoon of this and maybe a teaspoon of oil to coat it. But this is the reason why I use the oil so it can coat and stick. And that's the main thing. And I'm not worried. And then the other thing, so this is the other key that you got to remember with an air fryer, and you may not be able to see it, is it's considered a convection oven.
Oh,
And what that
convection.
means is it
Yeah.
has a fan in it with a heating element, which
Okay.
is at the top of the air fryer. So that means that you're going to have hot air blowing down on the food. So with the hot air blowing down on the food, what happens is, in some of y'all, if you have an air fryer, you'll know stuff starts moving. Stuff starts picking up. If you don't have it weighed down in some form
Wait
of
a minute.
fashion,
Wait a minute.
then
What?
uh yeah, it will move. Stuff will move around because it's a fan. A fan is blowing down on the food. So that's why you got to keep in mind what you put in there. So say for instance, if you put something with some shredded cheese on it, I guarantee you it ain't all gonna be there when your recipe is done. So I'm gonna
Really?
give y'all this hack real quick, and y'all know it's on tape, so you're gonna know you got it from me. Is if you're doing anything with shredded cheese or something like that that you want to put in the air fryer, but you don't want it flying
Uh-huh.
all around, put it in the
Uh-huh.
microwave for about a minute. Let it melt, let it come together, and then put it in the air fryer and get that and finish it
Oh.
off. So, like I said before, we were using the air fryer so much we were all almost getting ready to throw out our microwave. And then I started thinking, I can utilize this for some different things, and that's one of the things that I do. So anything that may have cheese on it that I want to put in the air fryer, because what the air fryer does, and this is the beauty of an air fryer, it will bring you um, okay, my station manager said 30 seconds. I say a minute, but
Huh?
yeah,
Wait, your
she said 30
station
seconds.
manager ain't got nothing to do what's on the side. Stay over there,
No,
station manager.
yeah. So I'm reading the chat here. So, but
I
yeah,
see.
most definitely. So, yeah. So that's what I'll do for that. So that way, because the thing with the air fryer, and if anybody has done it, put it in the chat. When you say, for instance, you go to a restaurant and you bring back some of your food, like pizza, fries, or something like that, you can put it in the air fryer, and the air fryer brings it back to life. The
But
other
not when
thing,
I put it in there.
well, you gotta set the time. It's better to set it low than to set it high. That way you can keep
Uh-huh.
adjusting the time up. So that's the other thing with the air fryer. You can start it out at a certain temperature and a certain time, and if it's not what you want or you need to turn it over, then you just make an
Hmm.
adjustment to the time or the temperature. So that's the beauty of it. You can start out at a certain time, but you just adjust it until you get it to where you want it, the consistency that you want. So the other beautiful thing about it that you can take those leftovers and put in that, say that you get from a restaurant, look at the bottom of your air fryer. You'll see a bunch of oil and stuff like that, because what the air fryer does is it heats it up and it allows that oil to drop. Because if you're eating fried food out in a restaurant or something, 9 times out of 10, or let's say 99 times out of 10, is going to be deep fried. It means it's soaking in oil, means it's laying in oil. So your air
Mm.
fryer not only will bring it back to life, but it'll also save your life because it'll take that extra oil out of your food. So just remember that anytime you want to reheat that pizza, reheat that fish, reheat those fries, any of those things that was deep fried, okay, that'll take some of the oil out of it. So
So does it have a certain button you push just for warming up things or
yes, it does,
no?
and I can't claim that all manufacturers have that, but the Ninja does in this model, and they have a number of different air fry models. But I'll tell you real quick, uh, you may not be able to see them, but on this particular one, it has bake, reheat, dehydrate, it has air broil, it has air roast, air fry, and max crisp. So
Wow.
I can tell you for sure for the air fryer is normally it'll start at 390, but you can take it up to 400. On air roast, I believe it is, and I'll start it 375 temperature. If you go to air broil, it's 450. If you go to max crisp, it's 450. Reheat will be 350, and then bake 325. And dehydrate is 150. So we're doing the sweet potatoes and apples, but when I'm doing meat, there's different temperatures that I do for that, and I'm not gonna share that right now. That'll be another. That'll be a reason for y'all to ask for me to come back, and I'll show y'all
You
how
can
to.
definitely come back.
Oh, I'll show y'all how to make. I'll show y'all how to make let me say, turkey wings or uh, chicken wings without any flour and make them crispy. I guarantee it. Fish also.
I promise
Okay.
you, last year,
Hmm.
the last conference, you
Oh,
broke out
oh, I
your
forget.
turkey wings,
Oh, yes, yes. I'm just getting ready to start
and they,
jumping now.
I was mad. I was like, I need more.
Oh, oh. Who you and anybody that has had it, put it in the chat. Cause them, I just and you know what? I just looked at the picture and saw them wings. I mean, the turkey wings. I was like, wow. And that's something else that I do with those. Let me get to this. Let me go ahead and put this in here, and then I'll go ahead and finish talking. So this
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
the.
stop asking questions so you can
Nah,
do
you
it.
know, you good. So I got it seasoned up. Now I'll go ahead and mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in
Uh-huh.
the air fryer. I'll put it on 390 for now, and then I'll start it off at about 10. And
Okay.
what I'll do is because I like to look at it and adjust it because again, the heat is coming from the top. It's hitting from the top, which means that I'm gonna need to move it around a little bit so that it gets even heating on it. But it'll definitely put a burn on it, and that's what we like to do when we air
Oh
fry. We
yeah,
put a burn on it. So
yeah.
let me see. So another thing I'm gonna show you, and don't get this, Frida, is my spatula, but it's also tongs or thong. No, not
Oh yeah.
different show. But yeah, this is they tongs. Okay, I got you. Tongs. So they're combination tongs and spatula. And I use these. I've got two different sets. I use them if I'm pan frying or I use them in the air fry. And it's good because you can pick everything up without burning anything. So I'll use
Mhm.
this to mix up my stuff and go ahead and put it in the air fryer. So I got everything cooking here. So I'm not gonna go too hard on the stir up because I know it's gonna cook good. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in. But before I do that, because I don't want to do a lot of because I don't want to do a lot of cleaning to it, I
Uh-huh.
may put some Reynolds wrap, the insert that I showed you, or I'll
Mhm.
use one of these, which is basically it's parchment paper, but it's shaped
Oh yeah.
and it'll fit perfectly in the air fryer. So I'm gonna show you.
And where do you find those at?
You can get those on Amazon. You can
Oh,
definitely
okay.
a number of these things. Either I get them from Amazon or I get them from the dollar store. So you can
Oh,
find a lot of that. So this is like I said, parchment. So as you can see in my pan, that's generally what it looks like. And I'll show you the other part that comes with it. It has a fryer pan which allows the heat to come up and cook things from the bottom. But I don't normally use this, so it's just something that I have. But what I'll do is I'm gonna put this in here, and what that does is it allows anything that comes out from and falls in and hits the bottom, and it just makes for an easy cleanup. And keep in mind, if you're using parchment paper or any of the Reynolds wrap inserts or things like
uh,
that, that it needs to be weighed down in some way. So I'm weighing it down with this, and this is what's going into the air fryer, and we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna go ahead since we're here now, we're talking. I wanted to quick cook. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on 15 for about 400, so y'all can see the change and the difference in the apples and the sweet potatoes. The other thing too
okay.
is I put a little oil on the apples so that they burn, but they don't overburn. So that's another reason
Oh,
why I do that.
okay.
Okay, so we're gonna hit. I'll just leave it on 390. So I'll hit start. It's on 20 now, but take it down to 15. So right now,
So the potatoes, they'll be soft.
what's that?
The potatoes will be soft.
For the most part, the outside will get a nice little burn on it, start burning,
Okay.
and it'll give it a nice little crisp. And like I said, that's the thing that I like about doing, utilizing the air fryers because you can adjust the temperature and the time. If it's not where you want it, you can adjust it.
Mhm.
So that's why I said probably some of the experiences that you probably had it too high. And if you don't watch it or look at it at a certain point, because I burn a lot of stuff too, and I've been doing this for some time. But it's easy to burn certain things, especially if you get distracted and forget that it's in there. So what I'll do is if it's at a temperature and it's particular food that I'm cooking or air frying, I'll set it at half of what I want, so that way it'll stop, and then I can check it, and then I can flip it and or move it around or whatever I need. If I need to add a little bit more oil to it or add
Mhm.
some more seasoning to it, then that's what I'll do. So just keep in mind, if you do any seasoning, that's the reason why I utilize the oil, so that it keeps the season stuck to the product, but also keeps it from going up into the heating element in the fan. So that's the other reason why I utilize the oil.
Okay. So Nikki, while he's doing that, where you getting this Bobby Brown seasoning from?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'll be interested to see that. I haven't heard of that, but
Me neither.
yeah, but that'll be definitely be interesting. So, but yeah, so one of the things with using the air fryer that we really like is that we taught our son how to use it. He's 13, but he's been
Right.
using it for quite a while. So we can have him. He can go in. He can make him some toast. He can make some put his fish in it. He can put different things in it. I've shown him how to use it and utilize it and to benefit him, and just make whatever he wants. But I tell him, make sure, because it's all about safety, to stay there. Don't go playing your game. Don't go doing something else.
Ah,
Stay
okay.
around with what you're doing and pay attention to what you're doing. But it's a good tool. So for anybody out there that may have one, but hasn't used it, or even had people say that they're afraid to use it. They don't know how to use it. So again, you have to pay attention to the safety part of it, and like I said before, where you're going to put it. Where is it going to be utilized at? So if you have it sitting on a counter, you want to make sure it's not up against a wall. You want to make sure that you may have something like what I have behind mine. I have what is it, a high temperature mat that's used for barbecue.
Mhm.
So I have it behind it and also have it under it. So those are some of the things that I utilize in order to be safe with my air fryer, because a lot of heat is coming out of there right now, and it's going to hit that backsplash, and the backsplash should be able to handle it. But at
Mhm.
some point, it's going to discolor or change that, and you don't want that to happen. Just get your piece of
Okay.
mat, and you can get those in sheets on Amazon. You can get a nice size piece that's already, like the size I have is already pre-cut, and it fits perfectly right behind my air fryer. So that's one of the other benefits. So as you see to the other side of my air fryer, I have what is called the. Let me move my bottle. Oh yeah. Also too, stay hydrated, y'all, and we don't quit. We finish. Just remember that. I know y'all
Yes,
heard that
yes,
somewhere
yes.
before. So
You heard that did too.
yeah. So I don't know
I
who
even got
said this.
some bands that say that and a t-shirt too.
Oh yeah, and I forgot also, and the Air Fry King is sponsored by Teen Child's No
Yes.
Nuts Energy Mix, and y'all know where to get this at too. So it's at Teen Child's dot store. Again, it's at Teen Child's with an S dot store. So yeah, stay hydrated. Excuse me, y'all. I need some water here. Okay, thank you. I'm back. So I have what is called a Ninja Foodie, and Frida, I know you know about that because you got one too. So what I love about so anything that I purchase, I love options. I love versatility. So with the Ninja Foodie, when I'm food prep for the family, what it does is I can do a lot of things with right here. I can stand right here in front of this foodie, and I could make probably 3 or 4 different dishes and wouldn't have to move. So I'm gonna give you one. So the what was it? The turkey wings. Okay, so the turkey wings. Let's try this. So the turkey wings that I made for the conference a couple of years ago. This is a process that I do with the foodie. I'll pressure cook my turkey wings. So when I pressure cook my turkey wings, what ends up happening is I get the seasoning, the the turkey fat, all of that good stuff that goes to the bottom. So what I do is I don't throw it away. I make my rice with it. And I'm sure I
Oh,
think I and
really?
I think I had rice also too with the
You
turkey
did.
wings. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So once the turkey wings are done and I have that juice that's left over from the turkey wings, what I like is I can make my rice in it. It gives rice the good seasoning, it gives it separated, it does all of those good things. So once I do that, then I can come back after the rice is done, come back with the turkey wings and utilize the air fry part of the foodie. And then I'll set up my wings to a point where I'll season them and then put them in, or I'll just cook them
Mhm.
like that. And I love my turkey wings crispy. So I'm gonna put burn on. That's another T-shirt, y'all. We're gonna
Yeah.
put some burn
Okay.
on it.
We're gonna
So
put some brown. I like that one too.
so we're gonna put that.
Marquis said he likes
You
that
like
one.
that too? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll do with the foodie. I try to utilize each different cooking method that's within it. So it has what is called air crisp, which is air fry. It has saute simmer. It has pressure cook because I like to pressure cook all of my poultry because one, I like to utilize what's left over from it, but also two, I know it's thoroughly cooked. So I pressure cook it, and then if I want to eat it that way, or I want to air fry it, I can do that later. So it
Okay.
also has slow cook. It has broil. So it has a number of different settings, and there's a number of different models. And like I said, I highly recommend Ninja because of the price and the quality. I don't think you can ever go
Mhm.
wrong with a Ninja product. And
Okay.
I'm just that ninja. That's it.
You just that
I'm just
ninja.
that ninja. So that's why I know they need to sponsor me, and I'm gonna
They
make them.
do.
Somebody needs to make that call for me and let them know.
Okay.
Ninja, Flavor God, Amazon, they owe me some money because
They owe you some
they owe me
money.
a lot of money. Marquise, can you handle that for me? So that's one of the things that I like to utilize it with. So I'm looking in the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Put it in the chat. So
Yeah.
one of the things that I love to do because when you teach, you learn twice. So
Right.
for my team huddles that I like to do with what I with our coaching program and our team is we like to do what is called a cook along. And what that
Wait, so
is
you have a repeat that again?
a cook along.
Yeah, and what is it? Where do you have it at?
So normally what we'll do is so we have a coaching community where we'll teach,
Coaching
nutrition.
community. You guys hear that? They got a coaching community.
Oh yeah, and we do that with like I said, so we're teaching what is called health renewal, and it starts with the spiritual, mental, and physical component of getting renewing your health. So it's a lot of different components that go along with that. So cooking for us, utilizing the air fryer, utilizing different things that go into it. What we'll do for our community is we'll do what is called a cook along. So basically, what I'm doing now. So what we'll do is everybody will get the ingredients, get the instructions, recipes, and then they have an opportunity as I'm showing them to go ahead and cook along with us. So that's why it's called a cook along.
Nice,
So that's
nice.
something that we do. Now we only just do it for the community. We'll also offer it in a program or offer it at a time where somebody says, look, I want to learn about how to utilize an air fryer or I want to utilize, certain aspects of it. And we also do that too. And you can go to
Okay.
our teamchilds.org page and you can also see when we're offering different shops, workshops, and things like that, where you can see what the Air Fry King is doing, see what Team Childs is doing, see where Team Childs No Nuts Energy Mix is going to be at next, because we're doing a lot of different events and we're really, really trying to get in the stores, but we can only do that with people asking for it. So if you think it's a good product, a good healthy product that needs to be in stores, shout it out. So we're going to take a look at our apples and sweet potatoes right now. We're at about 4 minutes, a little under 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. So this is just, as y'all can see, the brown and stuff that's starting to come on it now. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it smells good too. Can y'all smell that? Can y'all
I'm
you
trying. I'm
trying to?
trying.
Oh yeah.
Look,
And it's
I got some apples and some. I might not have the season, but I do have some apples and sweet potatoes downstairs. I'm gonna make me some when we get off of here.
oh okay, most definitely. So
Hey, Posh, and I want to say hello to anybody, everyone that's on that has said something or haven't. Thank you so much for being here. We are with the King Air Fry King, and he's teaching us how to use our air fryer. So
yeah,
hope you're enjoying it. We're going to have another one. I think that we're going to try to do it on Zoom. It might be better, but we will be doing this again. Um,
oh most definitely. Let me know when. So what I just did after I brought it out, showed it to y'all. I hit it with a light coat of oil and then also added
mm,
some more flavor guide on it. But you can put it during or you can put it after. I just
okay.
like I said again, I like burn on my food. So I'm gonna burn it a little bit,
Yeah.
all right. So we're gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and put it back in. Still got about 4 minutes and 40 seconds on it. It should give me what I want. Because with this air fryer, it puts out some good heat. So 400 or 390 is 390. It's going to give it to you. So that's the other thing that I'll tell you is when you look for air fryer, again, you want to look at the quality of it. So look at your reviews. You want to look at how easy is it to clean. You want to look at also if there's any issues with it that may have been found out about it where it may be a recall, maybe something that you need to know about before you purchase it. Because again, you have to remember that you're putting your food in something that has high heat, and if there's issues with it, now you are ingesting that food. So you got to keep that in mind. And if you got questions, because I get that all the time, what's the best one to buy? What do you look for? Because
Yeah.
one of the things I ask people, so how many people are you cooking for? How often do you use it?
Ah,
Where are you going to put it? So it's so important to understand, why. Let me step back because I know my station manager is going to tell me why I'm up on
she
the
must have
camera.
went back to sleep. She hasn't said one thing. She must
She
have
must
went
be
back to
knocked
sleep.
out. Okay, all right, that's good. So we can proceed. So, but yeah, it's so many different things that you can look for, and like I said, now because the air fryer has become so popular, it's not just a separate unit, but you can get it on a stoves. Stoves have air fryers, microwaves.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most
Yes.
definitely. Microwaves now. I just saw well actually I was going to look at purchasing one that has it's a microwave, it's a 3-in-1, it's a convection oven, a microwave, and an air fryer. So I was
Wow.
looking at purchasing that, but I'm gonna wait on that one. Because I like I said, I've got my air fryers, I've got my microwave, and I'm utilizing it in the way that I need to. And even some
Yeah, I don't want you to be cooking from outside. We'd be outside watching you because you done bought something else.
almost, most definitely, yeah, yeah. I don't want to get put out mid. Then all I got is my air. Well, if I got my air fryer in the wintertime, then I'll
You'll be
definitely
all
be
right.
warm. So I'll definitely be warm. So, uh, but another thing I like, so and don't tell Tip this, but I think I'm gonna purchase
Okay. Look, look,
one of them
look.
little small air fryers that can travel. Already got my eye on one. Ninja makes one.
Wait, they got one that you could trap. What, like if you're going camping or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. So Ninja makes one that's a 2 quart. So this air fryer is a 5.5 quart air fryer. So that's the size. But Ninja makes a 2 quart size one. It's very minimal as far as your settings and stuff. But all you need when, say, for instance, you're staying at a hotel and you get your food and you might have some leftovers, you want to heat it up, you want to bring it back to life, and they don't, they may have a microwave, but a microwave is only going to do is just make it hot. But an air fryer
Yeah,
bring it back.
that's doing too much, Rick. That's doing too
It's doing too
much.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, you say that and say that. I don't know how many put in the chat, y'all. How many of y'all have had cold hotel food after you've
Yes.
had it ordered it? I guarantee you,
Yes.
y'all will be going through the airport with an air fryer.
Oh God.
Uh huh.
The
So,
less I carry, the better off I am.
but nah, it's like I said, if we're going on a short trip, then yeah, I would bring one with me, just for the fact that I know if there's something that I may want to use the air fryer for, because I'm gonna heat my food up anyway, and it just may
Right.
be something. And if it's have the ability to be able to take it, then we'll take it. Only if with Tiff say I'm gonna send y'all a picture with him side. Yeah, so y'all wait on that one. So so I wish y'all could smell this, because the look definitely, but the smell is even better. And I see we're getting close to the midnight hour, so I've definitely.
Listen,
Mhm.
what did you set it on to cook it?
So
What is it
I went
on?
ahead and did it on 390. Yeah, I just
No,
went.
no, no. What you know how they have, like when I heat up something,
Mhm.
I just turn it on and press one of the buttons and put the food in. But
Okay.
I know that they have like for fish, for chicken,
Mhm.
for so what is yours on?
Okay, so I don't have so on this. It just has the cooking methods, but I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's only referring to the temperature. So certain
Ah,
foods use certain temperatures. So matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but Ninja has a little sticker on the side that they place on it, and it's just a quick reference.
oh yeah.
So what you were just asking, so for fries, it'll say max crisp. So that's the cooking method. And it says 13. Let me step back. So it says 13 to 16 minutes for 1 pound of fries. And that's frozen. Listen to me now. That's frozen coming out the freezer. That's man. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down because I forgot that part. I forgot that
Okay.
part.
Okay.
You can take it from the freezer to the fryer. Let me say that again. Let me step back. Let me run back up again. You can take it, your food, from the
Uh-huh.
freezer to the fryer. Now, again, check your manufacturer's book. A lot of them recommend not doing that, but I've been doing it for
Really?
6+ years, and I'm telling you, I've taken frozen fish, frozen wings, and I've started it
Hmm.
off in my air fryer. I didn't wait for it to thaw, and I've done it different ways, and the taste is still the same. The beauty about the air fryer, opposed to doing it in a microwave, and you definitely can't drop frozen fish in a deep fryer pot, because you already know what's going to happen. But the air
That's what I
fryer,
have to
because
say.
it's using a fan and a heating element, basically hot air, is going to thaw. And again, what I'm saying to y'all is all educational, but check your manufacturer's book. And if it says don't do it, don't do it. But I'm telling you what I do, and it's all education. That's what I'm teaching y'all now. But you can take and put anything frozen in there. And what it'll do is, and this is another trick that I like to do, is I'll set it on 325 in maybe 5 minutes before I actually go into the cook cycle. Okay. And what'll
Okay.
happen is it will thaw most of your stuff out. Okay. Once it thaws most of your stuff out, then you can adjust your cook cycle up and start cooking it the way that you want to. If you need to season it, if you need to do something with it, you can do that. But the days of having to wait for something to thaw out before you can eat it, because
Hmm.
I remember my mother
Hmm.
having to bring something and
I still do.
set it out on the counter and say it's got to thaw
Yep.
out first before I can cook it. No,
Yep. I still do that.
no. Here, you can take it from the freezer to the air fryer,
Hmm.
from the freezer to the
Okay.
fryer. So, and then like I said, so this gives you different temperatures for different food that you can cook with the air fryer. So different temperatures, different times. And some other manufacturers probably do the same thing, but Ninja definitely does it, and they even put it on their unit. All right, so oh my goodness. Let me I don't even know if I want to show y'all that because y'all gonna be knocking at my door.
See,
So I need to take let me so I'm gonna give y'all a quick glimpse of
it looks good.
yes. And this ain't even my best, okay? But this will get you through, and you see the nice burn on it, see the nice crisp on it. Let me step back. and you can see it. So that's the apples. And I think Nikki in the chat says something about hot apples. This, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you've never had hot apples, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh, they most definitely. But I'm gonna do a hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Even if you drop a pear in with it,
Oh
it's
yes.
good.
Oh yeah, all of that. Because most of see
Hmm.
the other thing with that is you're not gonna burn it for so much because there's a high content of water in most fruit. So you can cook it to a point where you're gonna get a good cook and you're not gonna get as much of a burn. But I'm telling you, the taste on it, like I said, I'm doing a, I'm definitely gonna do a hot fruit series that I can do in the air fryer. So, but this is
Okay. I wish the picture was clearer.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna let me pull it out of here.
See it.
It's not your pictures. It's just it's not showing up clearly.
Oh, okay. And like I said, this was done in like 15. I would say like 15 minutes, and I had 5 minutes left on it, and
It
then
looks
oh
delicious.
yeah, most definitely. And again, you can you can stir it up some more, get some more sides, heat it up, crispy if you want it. But yeah, when you do this, I'm telling you, you'll definitely enjoy it. And again, like I said, I'll put the flavor guide on it, but it's even better after. You can put some flavor guide on it when you reheat it. Put it in your air fryer later on and heat it up. Is even better. Sometimes I may add pineapple to it. I'll add some dates to it if I just want to add a little extra sweet to it.
Yes,
Oh, most
pineapples.
definitely, most definitely. And I'm gonna give y'all this last tip that I like to utilize it for when I want to make a nice little treat for myself or for Cam or for my flamingo queen. What I'll do is I'll get some of these good graham cracker pie shells, mix up my apples and sweet potatoes, put them bad boys in there. What I'll take for I either leave them open or I'll take like some biscuit mix, one of the was it ready made rolls. Take some of that batter, put it on the top, and then now you've got you a nice sweet potato and apple pie, and you got a nice serving size, so it works out. So this is just something else. Like I said, there's a lot of variations to what I do when I'm air frying. And again, my happy place is, let me step back again. My happy place again is cooking and creating. Because once I start doing that, it's always I see something that I could add or something that I could do that will help either make it better as far as taste, make it better as far as cleanup, make it better as far as time. And that's really what it's about when I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing this as the Air Fry King. So I don't know if there's any questions, Aniel, but I definitely appreciate doing this. To be honest with you, I probably could have went another 2 hours. So I really enjoyed myself, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, and we enjoyed you. Probably next month, let's hook up something and we'll try to do it from Zoom or something and see if you have we can really get in the kitchen with you and see what you're doing.
Okay.
But it looks good, delicious. I'm going downstairs to make me some.
Uh,
Um, I got to think about using the air fryer, but
mhm. Oh yeah.
and you said just put it in for 15 minutes if you put it in there. I got some grape oil
Mhm.
seeds and I
Yeah.
mean and
Yeah. If you're going to start, I would highly recommend, maybe 10 minutes. Start it, but start your temperature. I wouldn't start it on 400 or 390. Maybe start it on 375 and let it
mhm.
kind of start burning, and you can see it as the color changes on the apples and the sweet potatoes, and you'll kind of get a gauge. Because again,
Okay.
manufacturers make their air fryers different. So 390 on a Ninja may not be a 390 on something else. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of know what you're using and utilize it to that. So,
Okay.
okay. But I know you can do it, and I know you won't burn up anything else unless you actually want burn on it. Okay.
So I'm gonna come on screen.
Okay.
Um, now next time I need you to put it in a nice plate or something,
Ah,
make it look real,
okay.
real good when you come back on. But we do thank you for coming on,
Okay.
and you gave us a lot of information. Marquis said thank you for coming on. You gave us a lot of good information, and I really enjoyed it. So we will have you back for the holidays,
Okay.
so that you can, like you said, you wanted to do some other things, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
we want to see some other things.
So I just thought about it, and guess who I got here with me? The Medium King just came in from
Uh-oh.
school, so I may have him cook something. Have him cook something for y'all. So he
Look.
he definitely knows how to use his air fryer, and we know that he's safe with it and he's good with it. So maybe we'll do something together, and you can
That'll be
see.
cool.
Oh yeah. So
How you
Hi.
doing?
all right.
Look, Marquise heard Cam. He came running.
Uh huh. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So, we're at the top of the hour.
okay.
I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to share
No, well,
before we.
yeah, most definitely. So some of the things that you heard me share as far as the utensils, you can get some stuff from the dollar store, you can get stuff from Amazon. And like I said, again, those are things that I utilize. If anybody has any questions, they can definitely reach us on a number of our different platforms. If you are definitely interested in our coaching program, or you're definitely interested in seeing when we're doing a cook along or a demonstration, you can reach us at teamchilds.org. You can go there. If you need to talk to us, have any questions, and you want to schedule, a one-on-one, you can definitely get us there. Also at teamchilds.org, and just get some of the jazzy apparel, like the Air Fry King. So you
Yes.
can get that. You can get some of the same. So again, like I said, 400. Everything is good on 400. That's a T-shirt. There's also an apron.
Everything is good on 400.
Everything. And then the other one, you cook by color, and I shake by season. That's another one. So you can get that on a mug, or you can get it on a T-shirt. And the other one, we don't quit, we finish. And you already know what that's about. You can also get that. Yes, yes. I hear you, Marquis. That's right. That's right. So, but thank you again for the opportunity. And I got one last thing.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead with it. We don't want to forget the no nuts.
Yes, the Air Fry King in Teen Childs is sponsored by Teen Childs No Nut Mix, and you can also get
Love
that
it.
on Teen Childs dot store. You can also get that on teenchilds.store, and you can also get it on teenchilds.org. But I highly recommend going to the store, and you can see the different sizes. We got a 3 ounce and 6 ounce, and we got some other things coming, but we're not going to share that right now. But we got some other
Okay.
things coming for the no nut. So thank
Great.
you again, Ania. I appreciate
You're
being on
welcome.
here,
Um,
uh,
Look,
as
this
always.
is an amazing family. They do a little bit of everything. We're going to have Tiff on soon that's going to be helping us with some healthy ways to relax ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sometime, what I think she told me not in November, so probably sometime in December, she'll be on. So we had Cam on last week. We have Rick on this week, and we'll have Tiff on soon. So they're doing a lot of amazing things, and she said sprinkle the no nuts on top.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, that's one of the things that you can do. I did make a smoothie today, and I put my no nuts in it. And you can put your no nuts in your smoothie. You can put it on your salad.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it, like she said. I guess you could probably put it on the apples and sweet potatoes. It probably tastes pretty good.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
it
That'll
probably
add a
tastes
nice little
pretty good.
crunch to it. So, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yep, yep. So until we meet again, I want to say thank you. I'll be back on Leslie's Lessons Learned Sunday at 9 a.m. with Apostle Leonard Willis, and we're still talking about forgiving, asking your children to forgive you. So that'll be part two on Sunday. And I hope that you have an amazing day and that you would join us. And if you have not hit that like sign, please hit it before you leave out. Also, subscribe, and share. There's a lot of people out there that don't know how to use their air fryer, but they use it and they're using it wrong. And we learned a lot of educational tips on how to use our air fryer today. So please share. And until we meet again, thank you so much and have an amazing rest of the day. I love you, but most of all, Yeshua loves you more.
Yes.
Have a great day.